Hello, and good morning. Or good afternoon and good evening whenever you're seeing this video. I just wanted to pop in real quick to answer a few questions that I've been getting. And basically, these questions I get anytime somebody inquires about Spellwork from me. Now, here are some things to keep in mind when getting Spellwork from anybody, really, but mostly it applies to me. Other practitioners, root workers, so on, witches will have different requirements for theirs, or they may have no requirements other than just pay you money and let me work. But here are a few things to keep in mind when you're getting spell work, typically from anybody. The first thing is, do not rush the process, okay? Some people work at different paces. Some people have very specific methods. I personally do have very specific methods. Depending on the type of spell or ritual it is. I don't do too many spells. I will do some rituals, but I don't do too many spells. It is a case-by-case basis, and it is, if my guys tell me, okay, go ahead and take that case, okay, go ahead and do that one, here's how you want to do that one. But you can't rush the process. Now, the money spell that I do have up on my Etsy right now that's available is a quick money spell, okay? That is a one-time burn. Like, I dress the candle, like I carve into it with your name, date of birth, what the need is. I dress the candle, I do a quick spell over it, prayer over it, however you want to look at it, and then I let it burn, and I burn it completely out, okay? Because it's a fast money, quick money. I just need to, a few dollars real quick type thing, okay? Other spells require a longer time period. Other spells require 2 to 3 weeks or a month of working it, okay? Other spells require, maybe just 1 week, whatever the case is, depending on what it is. So give it time. Don't rush the process, especially when it's having something to deal with free will, like other person's free will, like somebody else's life, okay? There's a system on how this works on the other side, of the veil, when you're doing this spell work, when you're giving it over to the spirit, whether your ancestors or the universe. There's a certain time period, okay? That it has this few things that it has to be worked out first before it can go straight into full action, okay? So people resist the urge. So especially if you're doing love work, give it time and don't rush it, okay? Now, the second thing is, segue into that is, you have to fucking believe, okay? You have to believe, okay? Because if you're doubtful or if you're worrisome, if you're constantly asking for progress reports, if you're constantly looking for, is it working yet? Oh, it's been such and such time, I hadn't seen any effect yet, okay? Or is this really going to work? I'll tell you right now, if you ask me, and I guarantee you almost any other practitioner, okay, I'm not going to put too many people in that group, but if you ask me, definitely, if you ask me in your request, in your inquiry, I know I keep saying this, if you ask me, and I'm so serious, is this going to work or does this really work, I will turn down your case. Okay? I will turn it down. I don't care if it's a fast money spell to get $5 to put gas in your car to last you to Tuesday when you get paid. The answer is no. Okay? If you have to ask me, is this really going to work? Does this really work? Are you really going to do this? If that's a doubt right there, and that's fear right there. I'm not acknowledging that. I'm going to tell you, come back. Don't go to somebody else. When you have more belief in yourself, okay? When you have more belief in the process, when you have more belief in, spirit and the universe, God, whomever, deities, whatever you want to look at, when you have more belief in the shit that's just energy, that you just did an energy exchange for is going to work, then you can come back or go to anybody else and try this again. But if you're sitting over here and you have doubt in your heart, now I know there's going to be some type of worry and concern, but I do not accept it. I will not guarantee. I will always guide you to find it in your heart to believe first. I'll even help you do your own spell work, okay? I have spell kits now. You do your own little spell kit, like your own little spell for prosperity. You can do your own little spell for love. I have those kits available. If you want to just get that stuff and then, you work on it yourself, that's fine. You can do that. But if you want work from me, the first thing I need you to do is believe, okay? If you're doubtful, if you're fearful, go work on that, okay? Because I'm not going to do it. Because in all of my spell work, at the very minimum, at the very least, what I require you to do is believe, okay? Third of all, you also have to realize that some of these spells will manifest themselves in other ways unexpected, okay? So say you're doing a money spell, a quick prosperity spell, maybe a spell on just getting some extra cash to pay a bill, right? How that may manifest as in the bill going away, or the bill no longer needing to be paid, as in like it's no longer a bill. Like, so for example, your charges got dropped or whatever. For example, there's a glitch in the system and it got paid, or maybe somebody else came in to pay the bill for you. Somebody else does something for you, basically where it just gets taken away where you don't have to use your money to pay for something. That is one of the ways, and this is, I could do a whole separate video on this, but I'm not. That is one of the ways that money especially can manifest, okay? When you're doing prosperity spell. It's not always that you're going to find random money on the ground. It's not always that you're going to get like extra hours at work. It's not always going to get that you're going to make a sale. Sometimes getting that extra money that you're asking for means that you don't have to pay for something, or somebody else paid for something for you. Somebody else bought you lunch that day. So the usual $10 that you might have spent, 10, 15, 20, whatever dollars you might have spent on lunch, you don't have to pay for it. So now you have $10, $20 to go towards that bill or whatever the case is, okay? Spirit works in the way that it's best for you. So for some people, and it's another thing, it's like 3.2, 3B, whatever, however you want to look at it. Another thing is it's going to work specifically to you, so it may look different for you, okay? Somebody may come with a review for my prosperity spell who already has a business and it's already moderately successful. They did another prosperity spell, and they're like, "Oh, I got a $5,000 sale this week, or I got a check for $7,500, or I got a check for $10,000, I got a check for $1,200." Whatever the case is, that may not look like that for you, because for you, if you're not in that position already to receive that type of money or such caliber. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm absolutely not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying be a little more humble and realistic in your expectations, because especially if you're trying to manifest large sums of money and you don't already have that mean or that stream set up yet, it's going to take longer to get to you, okay? So then people get frustrated and then like it didn't work. That's not the case, okay? It's not for you, or not yet. It's the answer to that question. So another point of that is, so for you, manifesting extra cash or having a lump sum of money or whatever the case may look like for you, just a couple $100. Okay? For some people, it might be $150, maybe $50. Like, oh, I manifested $75. They're like, that's okay. Don't go in expecting $7,500. Okay, when you're in the way in that stream to receive, but when your pay bracket, okay, and your pay grade, stay there and work your way up. So let's be a little humble about it and be moderate about it. I know that's hard to hear, because I was the same way. Still kind of am. Like, no. I still, no. Still give me my few grand here and there. Still wanting that. Also, it will manifest sometimes as getting a new job, or getting more pay at your job, or getting more hours at your job. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. I'm like, no, God, I want another stream of income. They're like, to this money to come through. And they're like, no, you're going to get extra hours at your job. You're going to get somebody calling in sick and you can pick up that shift. Stuff like that, okay? So be aware of the method that it is coming into you. It may not look like what you want it to look like, and it may not come when you want it to come, but it's going to work as long as you believe and hold space for it, okay? Now, this is my last and final point that I'm going to bring up, because I feel like I've been fussing long enough. Okay? You have to create the space to receive what it is that you have asked for, okay? Okay. What do I mean by that? If you've been watching any of my videos, if you've been watching any of my lives, if you have worked with me before, I will tell you this, and I will tell you this, and I will tell you this. You have to create the space for what that is that you have asked for, Okay? You asked for a new man. You wanted a boyfriend. You want a relationship. You want to look like this. You did all this manifestation work to get in this person of your dreams that you didn't ask for. Now what? Create the space, okay? Do you have space in your life right now for a man, a relationship? Are you working too much? Are you doing this? Do you not give yourself time? Are you not going out on dates? Are you not going out with your friends to have brunch, or you have a dinner every now and then? If you're not doing that, you need to create the space in your heart, in your mind, and in your daily life to receive that blessing, okay? However long it takes. Get in the habit of having that space for it. So when it comes in, it slides right on in through the door, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to say, hopefully this will help some of you all figure out. Maybe you're like, oh, that spell didn't work, and the spell you did didn't work, or it seemed like it didn't work. Maybe you didn't give it enough time to manifest. Maybe you need to work it a couple more times. There are certain instances where the spell will need to be reworked because of something blocking it or something in the way. I don't know, like shadow work. You have certain blockages that's just preventing you from getting what you need done. However, for the most part, it's usually people not giving it enough time or not giving enough enough energy behind it because they don't believe, they're doubting. The truck is making a lot of noise. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, feel free to put it down in the comment section. I will answer them as I can, maybe in video form, maybe I'll just respond back to you. But yeah, to book a reading or any spell work or buy a spell kit, hit the link in my bio. It's going to say book with me on Etsy. That's going to take you to my Etsy shop, and you have my spell work options, which I think is only two right now, for spell work. And of course, all the readings that I do in the spell kits, candle dressings, all that stuff that I have. And just have a good day. If you want to book a reading, it's on there too. I'll be looking forward to the comments that you have. I love reading your comments. So y'all just have a good one.